What is up, guys? My name is P1 and welcome to the 26th episode of my Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon walkthrough. In the last episode, we took on Maxie of Team Magma by going up the staircase that was on the right. In this episode, we are going to take on Cyrus of Team Galactic. How do I know that? I've had a previous take of this episode, so let's continue on. Now, I happen to know that only one of these battles is required. I think it's Cyrus, and I'm going to presume it's Getsis. I haven't actually done that one yet. But yeah, only one of these is 100% required. So, at least that's my belief. I'm not 100% certain. So, let's just see how it goes. In this episode, we're going to take on Cyrus. I love this little puzzle right here. It's very reminiscent of red, blue, yellow, green. It's amazing. Big fan of it. I'm actually such a big fan that they've done this. So, yeah. Good vibes. I'm very happy. Which one do we take right here? We have to... Give me a moment. I think it's this one that we have to go up. And then it's... this one, and then what's the best way to get to? It's this one. It's going to lead us straight into the portal right here. Very easy, fantastic. Everything's coming up full house. Let's do it. Here is where Cyrus is going to reside. We are already here. This one's actually probably the easiest of all the puzzles. All that spinning around must have worn you out. Now let's have a battle, fair and square. So we have to take on these two trainers right here, and then we are going to take on Cyrus. And we've had a lot of bad luck involving the I guess bosses, the admins of, or whatever you want to call them, of the evil team so far. I mean, in the last episode, if you didn't see it, I was setting up my X items with Necrozma, and we get critical hitted, 1 in 16 chance. I called it as well. I called it. It's just... I don't know, maybe some of you guys find me using X items cheap. I totally see where you're coming from. But at the same time, I'm trying to show you guys strategies on how to best combat the enemies if you're having trouble with them. And X items are a fantastic way, if you're under-leveled, to be able to combat enemies. I know some of you guys, might be used to, Nuzlocke, stuff like that. And I totally understand that you guys want to see challenging fights. I get it. But this is a walkthrough. This is supposed to be the best ways on how to get through the game. I'm just rationalizing for you guys. So anyway, we're going to take on this Arbok. I taught Necrozma Psychic. You guys probably saw that in the last episode. Just so we have 15 PP of stab attacks, if that makes sense. 2 Psychic type attacks. Means we can easily sweep a lot of Pokemon with this. Sorry, I just bashed my keyboard if you were wondering what a very loud obnoxious noise was. Or maybe you're wondering what this obnoxious noise is. It's my voice. Let's continue on Psychic. Maybe should have kept the PP there. Maybe should have used Power Gem just to retain. But I believe we have a Hyper Potion, so we are going to make the most of that. Do you have a revive for people or something? Oh, I see what you did there. It's not funny. It's not funny. It is funny. If whoever wrote that, the localization team, whoever wrote that, that was funny. It's just me being a spoil sport. Let's continue on. 119 HP recovered. Let's go into this room. So I do happen to know it's Cyrus, and I do have... He doesn't have the team flag on his wall like Team Magma did. Who are you? It seems you're not a member of Team Rainbow Rocket. My name is Cyrus. I'd like to ask you one question. Is this world the new world? Maybe. I can sense in you the strong desire to protect something. You have a powerful spirit. That doesn't mean this isn't the world I desired. I used the power of the Pokemon that control time and space to create a perfect world, where the human spirit does not exist. That was when a great shadow appeared and engulfed me, and brought me to this world. Is that a Pokedex? May I have a look? Interesting, in this world, even the Pokedexes. The Rotom Pokedex was made to help train... I don't know why I'm doing that voice. I haven't done that at all this playthrough. Come on, Phil. I see. So you have a spirit as well. But it's too late. All too late. I cannot stop now. I must remove the weak, incomplete human spirit from this world and bring it perfection. We're such badasses. You know what? Cyrus is, quite charming when he's not being a total, like, wall-destructing psychopath. How foolish. I would not let anyone get in my way. Like we just, like, generously give him the Pokédex to have a look at. And, like, if we didn't trust him, we wouldn't have done that. He really looks like Rick from Rick and Morty. At least with this 3D model. Is that just me? I hope that's not just me. Anyway, usual strategy as always, because Houndoom is a special attacker though. We're going to use X special defense. We're going to use 2 or 3 of them and hope we don't get critical hitted. That would be incredibly, incredibly sad. Probably going to happen though, let's face it. I have the worst luck with NPCs. We're going to risk using another X special defense and then use a max potion. Just so it doesn't do much damage to us. You guys know the rationale behind this now. And then we're going to use 2 X special attacks and 1 X speed, I think. Let's do it. Let's do it. So, honestly, the best way to combat these evil team bosses, definitely X items and using Necrozma. You get given the TM for Psychic at the Ether Foundation earlier on in the game, so you'll definitely have a stab attack capable of dealing with most of his team. Psychic is a very, like, neutral attack, I guess, so there's not much that really combats it. So Necrozma, if you're having trouble, fantastic Pokemon. It comes at level 65. You catch it at Mount Larnakia. You can easily capture it in a quick ball. I just recommend it. Now Crobat, I actually worry if this attacks first, we could have a little bit of trouble. I presume we're gonna outspeed it. Yeah, we've used an X speed. We should be outspeeding things like that. There we go. The rest of his team should actually be quite easy to combat. About to send in Honchkrow. Let's do this. I was wondering before I had a previous take of this episode. It's not that I didn't defeat Cyrus. It's that I didn't know what was coming next, and I just wanted to, like, retake the episode. I was wondering, was Cyrus going to have Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina? I think that would have been absolutely fantastic. And it would have been like a kind of level curve, wouldn't it? Like, you begin with Maxie and Archie, who only have 1 legendary Pokemon each. And then you take on Cyrus, who has 3. And then you take on Getsis, who, again, potentially has 3. And I think that would have been absolutely incredible. Unfortunately, that's not actually how it works out. But it would have been a neat idea. It would have maybe been a little too difficult, though, if that makes sense. So, anyway, Palkia. We are going to use Psychic. No, we should have used Photon Gazer there, because we don't KO it. But fortunately, we used... Actually, he's probably going to use Full Restore. Don't know why I didn't Photon Gazer there. I'm just being dumb now. Phil, you're just making dumb decisions. Stop it. Stop doing what you're doing, Phil. There we go. And we defeat the Palkia. It's cool that he has Palkia. Is that canon? The, like, Pokemon Pearl was the correct... I don't know. Impressive. Your prowess is notable. We get a decent amount of cash. That funds our X item usage. Thank you very much, game. Why are you able to create such strong bonds with your Pokemon? And how are you able to turn those bonds into strength? Don't you get it? Peter Winnell is kind of... Oh, just stop. Just stop, Phil. I see. You need not worry, Rotom. I will not do anything to this world, but if I shall return to the perfect world I created, that's what I'd do, man. Fair play. Before that, take this key. So this is why I think you only need 1 of the 2 keys from the 2 battles. This one is going to open up the mirror on the 2nd floor. I use it to activate the machine on the wall behind me. That should open the mirror door. Had I met you sooner, would things have been different for me? Absolutely. If I was in your world, you would have died. So I'm kind of happy you didn't. No, shut up, Phil. You're being dumb. You're being silly. We open up the mirror door, and that is all we have to do, I think. I don't think we actually have to go to the right staircase. Galactic key broke. Okay. But that is what we are going to do in the next episode. In the next episode, we are going to go up here and presumably take on Getsis. I think that's what we have to expect in the next episode. I'm honestly not too sure. A like would be really appreciated if you found this video enjoyable or helpful, informative, stuff like that. Subscribe so you don't miss any more of my future Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon walkthrough videos. I've got a ton planned with these games. And yeah, see you guys in the next video. Peace out.